What's going on, everyone? Welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to show you guys how I came about this piece. Now without further ado, let's jump straight into today's video. So basically, Cartoon Network hosted a challenge on Twitter, I think, or someone else hosted a challenge. So, and then people kept using their color palettes to create art without lines. But in my own case, I decided to use lines for my art. I didn't see the instruction there which said do not use lines. But anyways, I came up with this cool illustration with this reference I saw on on Pinterest. So, and then creating this, I used mostly the lasso tool to make all those like sharp edges on the skin, like on the body of this. So at this stage I'm just like trying to like I was trying to like map out like the sketch and create like something really cool, if that makes sense. Like, you know, I didn't want to like draw the exact thing because I mean obviously it's a cartoon, like what so I mean it's a cartoon. I mean trying to like create something, turn the character into you get the idea. But then like let me just like speed up. Okay, I mean I'll try to, what am I saying? Bottom line is this: at this point I was trying to like make like cleaner line sketches to make the art look, you know, kind of unique, to have that kind of cartoon feel to it, if that makes sense. Because, you know, my art is mostly rendered, so I decided to like push myself further to make like to work with lines in this piece, because I don't usually work with lines. Maybe in the near future I'll make like more art pieces with lines and stuff, because I mean lines are actually good though. Like when you leave them in your art, like it tend to have this kind of comic feel or this cartoon style feel to it. But if it's so rendered, like looking, when it tends to look like 3D, it has this effect to it. It's mostly like those kind of arts is what like people use in games and like, you know, covers for like books or covers for games as well, if that makes sense. So yeah, so let me just like speed this up, so and you guys should just like enjoy the music till you hear my voice again.
Me wanna leave this place and roam. Make me feel alive. Take my hand around, let me be the one. Let's just take the dive. Night's only begun, don't you think we're done? Don't you think we're done? Don't you think we're done?
So I'm back. So at this stage was pretty was really nice. I mean I was trying to like make the lines more, you know, I tried to push the lines further to make them pop, if that makes sense. I mean, do you ever make lines to pop? But anyways, I just tried to like make my lines obvious here, let me put it that way. So I decided to like, you know, put in more blacks. Basically I was working on my inks here. I mean, for you that love comic books and whatnot and animations, I mean those things they work on, right? Those people that they have people that, I mean, they call them ink artists or pen artists or whatever they call them. I mean, I read comics where I get to see inks by whatever name is being written there, blah blah blah. So yeah, this point is where I decided to work like with the inks, and I tried to make it as organic as possible, even if I wanted to make the thing seem like a cartoon character. Obviously I wasn't drawing it from my head. I mean, I was looking at a reference, but then at the same time I tried to make it kind of semi-realistic slash so what am I saying, but whatever. So yeah, that's what I decided to like use this thing to do. So yes, and it was kind of tricky because looking at something and then replicating it in your own style. I mean, sometimes you may want to just do exactly what it's like in the reference, but in my months or years of experience, like I just feel like it's not so ideal if you want to, so it won't look like you're copying the exact thing. I mean, that's how you use a reference, right? So just draw, like I just used it as a guide. So and then at some point I stopped looking at it and then I started drawing instead, like just to draw and make lines basically. So basically at this point, after using the blacks, which is the ink, I guess. So after applying the inks, yeah, I was just trying to like refine the line more, if that makes sense. And I'm supposed to use because in the reference the guy was holding a drink. Yeah, he was holding a drink, so with a Pepsi actually. So at this point I couldn't go to like the internet to look for PNG images of Pepsi. Speaking of Pepsi, this video is not sponsored in any way. So back to what I was saying. So I had like some fonts which I used, like I can't remember where I got them from. So I think I just searched for, because the fonts have like different company logos and whatnot, so I think Pepsi was part of it. So fast forward, I found Pepsi, right? And then after looking for it, and then after I found it, then I just decided to like do some Photoshop work to like put it together with the sketch so it would look like it's part of the art. And then the colors here, like it has black. I don't know if you can see what's on the screen. I don't know if you can see what's on the screen. So it has black, it has white, it has blue or cyan, or I don't know if I got that one correctly. It has like magenta, and it has something which is close to yellow, which I'm pretty sure is not pure yellow. So, and if you want to get the color palette, I think someone left it on Twitter, or I'll probably leave it in the description below. I can't remember, I don't know the hex code of the colors, so that's why I didn't indicate in the video, but then it should be in the description. Just check for it, you see the hex codes there. And that's that for the color palette. And if you want to join the challenge, I think it's already late, but I mean, who say we can't use the color palette, right? I mean, Cartoon Network approved of it themselves on Twitter, so everyone can hop on the challenge. It's still going on, but you just be late to the trend, so psych. You know what, let's just keep to the good part, which is the color.
Feelings, it's like I can't walk on the ceiling. Oh yeah.
this is the point where I used the flat colors, or the colors we saw earlier on the screen, which is the Cartoon Network color palette, right? To like um to make flats, and then I just decided to like make everything flat, layer by layer. Like I used blue for the overall skin tone, and then I used the magenta for the shadow, and decided to use like the thing that looks like yellow but it's not yellow for the highlights, and then the white for the, I don't know what other highlight I will call the white. I think is the highlight after the but you get what I'm talking about, the one that is the I don't know if you guys know about ambient occlusion lighting, the one that strikes the, how do I put this? Okay, there is this light that touches the surface of an object, right? So that one, the direct point at which it touches it, that is the one which I decided to like use the white color or light, if that makes sense.
You take me higher. You take me higher, baby. You take me higher. You take me higher, baby. You take me higher. You take me higher, baby. You take me higher. Yeah, you take me higher, baby. Don't you dare say that I want it. Everything to fall apart when it's haunting me. 'Cause my only crime was hoping there is something more than this loneliness I feel. But no one makes me feel less alive. We're fighting fire. The way you push my buttons just right. We're fighting fire. When two voices of nature collide. We're fighting fire. Can't help but feel the temperature rise. We're fighting fire. We're fire. Maybe if we took a moment long enough to realize how alike we are, that not everything is broken.
So remember, I said earlier that I used the magenta as the shadows, right? And as you can see, that's what I did here. So I used the magenta for the shadows, and then I basically just thought about, because I would have used the thing that looks like yellow anyways, or I would have used black. But then I felt if I had used black, right, the art would be too dark, if that makes sense. I mean, there needs to be like balance everywhere, so that's why I decided to use, I don't know if I'm wrong, you guys should correct me in the comments, but then that's what I thought, right? I mean, I feel if something is dark somewhere, like it should have an element, like let's for example, at the left side everywhere is dark, and at the right side everywhere shouldn't be dark. Maybe some parts should have blacks in it, but what's it called? They call that, is it balance? Or yeah, I'll see, you guys, I didn't go to art school, right? So I don't know what these things are called, but I think it's called balance. So basically just trying to make all the colors to like fit together, like to have this cool harmony that will be appealing to the eyes. So yes. So guys, here, this is where I try to like make the highlights, right? Making these, because I mean, doing the shadows and the highlights, right? Because I'm trying to make everything flat. So I'm trying to make I'm trying to make the colors look like, I don't know if you guys know the way like all these comic books look like, or animations, but then That's how I tried to make it look. So I decided to use the polygonal lasso tool. It's right there, you can see that polygonal lasso tool. I just decided to like make everything work, like to make it have this kind of, you know, triangular shape, like, or should I say angular shapes, because it's polygonal, polygonal, whatever it's called. So, or polygon, whatever. So that's by the way. So I used that to make all these like hard edges and everything. So I didn't use the pencil for this one, it's just the polygonal that's also I used for this. And then I decided to like use that for everything in this art piece. So I'll just leave the like, you know, I'll leave you guys to watch this here from here to the end. So just watch the remaining process. And please, if you like this video, if you like my content, please make sure to subscribe, and please get me to 1k. I'm about to get to my first 1000 subscribers on this channel, so you guys please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. See you guys in my next video.
Touch me, love when you put your hands on me. Trust me, touch me, give you a good time. Touch me, love when you put your hands on me. Give you a good time. Give you a good. Give you a good time. Give you a good.
Bubbles, we holding our liquor down. If it's a problem, I'll go to the bar and I shut it down. Get out my section, don't bother with lames. I'm watching these bunnies bounce. Shorty, you 10, the rubber band, come on for the 100 pound. Holler the talk, but don't run a mouth. I'm trying to be out. All I really wanna know, when we leaving. All I really need to know is when we leaving. All I really wanna know, when we leaving. All I really need to know is when we leaving. This money we partying, pick it up, too many bottles we bodying. It ain't enough, give me the check, I give them the plastic. Don't gotta flex, I know what you asking. You need a lift, you look like you crashing. Here it come, what's in my